Best Karen videos are when Karens get what they deserve.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I hate to interrupt.
Yo,
but
no, ain't no recording out here. This private property.
No recording out here.
No.
Sir, I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
You think this America?
This is sir, I'm exercising my rights. What?
The best Karen.
Now, I know y'all gonna get me for this one. I know you're going to get me for this one. I'm willing to accept it for what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to understand now, more than ever, why women from the West hate going abroad or hate dating in other countries or going to these different countries and shit. I'm only now starting to realize it. And I know y'all gonna be like, Doc, you just now started to realize it, bro. You late to the game. I know. My apologies for being late to the game. But the reason I'm feeling that they're really starting to hate going abroad is because they lose their rights when they go abroad. Nobody is fucking catering to them when they go abroad. Now, in this particular video, yes, we're dealing with a Karen, ladies and gentlemen. A Karen that actually has the audacity to record a man. This man, in the nicest way humanly possible, tells her, nah, I ain't gonna be no recording over here. I don't want you to record it. She goes into her spiel, and my man says with the most authenticity in this, the realest voice ever, do you think this is the motherfucking United States? Something to that effect. He said, yo, you think you in the States or some shit? Now, I assume all he did was smack the phone out of her hand, right? Or whatever. And she over here screaming and shit. Women don't have a lot of rights. Well, stop. Pause. Rewind. Y'all do have rights abroad, but what I'm noticing is nobody's catering to these women abroad. That's the realness of it. So you get these videos of these women talk about how much they don't like going abroad and hating on black men who go abroad and they want to do all this, that, and the other. I kind of feel like they a little upset that it's harder for them to do it than it is for men to do it. I'm not saying that they don't do it, and I'm not saying that they can't do it. I'm just saying that it's a little bit more difficult for them to do it than it is for us as men, right? So this is kind of, in reality, if you think about it, this is the one thing that most men have over women. Right? We don't get a lot of catering when it comes to the court system. Shout out to my brothers on child support. I'm sorry for you. I really am. Thank God I don't have kids. But, you know, when it comes to the court system and other things, especially in the West, you notice that they cater to the women. It's all about the women. It's all about making sure women's feelings aren't hurt. You know, you can't fat shame. You can't fat phobic and shit. They could talk all the shit they want to about us men. We can be fat. We can be short. We can be broke. But heaven forbid you say one wrong thing about a woman. Oh my God, it is the end of the world. And the emotions come out. Everybody start crying. All this shit. And all of a sudden, who looks like the bad guy? We look like the bad guys, right? So when we go abroad, it's like the roles are reversed, completely reversed. Not necessarily saying that women don't have rights, and not necessarily saying that, you know, we get more favoritism in the court system. But when we go abroad, the role is in our favor. And if women can't see that, if they can't see that that really does rank in as like at the top of the list of why a lot of guys are traveling abroad, outside of the fact they just don't want to deal with these entitled ass people in the United States and the Western world, then they always gonna be at a loss, and they always gonna be at a deficit, and they always gonna act as if it's not hurting them when it really is. They always gonna act like it don't hurt when it really do. But if this video right here does not signify everything that is right about going abroad, I don't know what is, right? And it's not so much what happened in the particular video, but the message. Ladies and gentlemen, the message. Y'all think y'all back in the United States when y'all do some shit like this? Ain't nobody gonna cater to you. Ain't nobody gonna fucking think about your feelings. If you're doing something that is in the wrong, right? If you're doing something that somebody asked you not to do, don't film me. Don't put me on camera. This is private property. Don't film me. I'm asking nicely, but you still continue to do it, acting as if you have rights in this motherfucking country. When the man put the... I hope he didn't whoop her ass. I pray he didn't. But I assume he just smacked the camera out of hand. But, I mean, who she gonna run to? Who she gonna run to? Nobody, right? They ain't gonna do nothing to that man. I pray they don't do nothing to that man, because everything he did was in the right. Yo, don't film on my property. Yo, and I think you have every right to defend yourself if you feel like you are being violated. Period. I don't care if it's a woman or not. Everybody has this thought process that, yo, you supposed to, you know, somewhat be different or handle situations differently between men and women, you know, women abroad or whatever and whatnot. And I'm thinking to myself, yo, how is it that we can't equally treat, if everybody asking for equality, right? Right? How come I can't treat you as equally as I would a man if he was doing the exact same thing, right? Nah, it ain't that way no more. Everybody. Let me not. But y'all know that shit is wild. So for me, when I watch this video, although I shouldn't laugh at it or I shouldn't smile about it, but let's keep it a buck, man. She deserved that shit. She did. And anybody who says, oh, he violated her and shit like that, had she not been over there doing that shit in the first place, my brother wouldn't have had a reason whatsoever to remotely do anything to her. She was around him doing something that he told her not to do, but guess what? She still continued to do it. And my man said, yo, this ain't America. That's the message, ladies and gentlemen. You can't operate the exact same way in the Western world that you can in other countries, right? Or should I say, you can't act like you do in the West in other countries. Because, again, same rules do not apply. That's like me going to the Philippines bringing drugs and shit to the Philippines because I may be in a state, even though I'm not, but I may come from a state where it's legalized, right? Oh, so it should be cool for me to bring it to the Philippines. Absolutely not. It's not okay. It's not the fuck okay, right? So you think if somebody gonna vouch for you or bail you out? Look at Brittany Griner. Look at what she going through. Look at what she going through. Hashish oil in a vape pen. You think they give a fuck? Nah, bruh. Come on, man. I said it goes both ways, man. You gotta call a spade, bro, and you gotta handle the situation the right way. You gotta be able to understand what is okay and what's not okay abroad. Ladies, you think that you can act the exact same way if you go to these foreign countries that you can in your country and actually think you're gonna get away with it? Actually think these people gonna cater to you? No, boo-boo. Don't work that way. It does not work that way. And although I'm satisfied in the fact that somebody got what was due to them, it was justified and much deserved, I don't condone putting my hands on females, right? I hope he didn't. I hope he just smacked the phone out of her hand to teach her a lesson, right? Because everybody needs to be taught a lesson. And they need to know, man, we ain't out here catering to these women abroad. That's why we go abroad, right? It's not a catering factor. It's not doing everything we can to protect your feelings and shit because you feel like you in the right when you're doing something that you know is completely wrong. She got told that day. She met the right one that day, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all I got to say about that one. If you enjoyed the video, man, you already know what to do. Make sure you share, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel in any capacity, you already know what to do. There's a thank you button at the bottom somewhere here or there. If you want to support the channel outside of that, man, you know there's Cash App, PayPal, man. I'd appreciate it. Doc's trying to be a part of the movement. Passport Brothers for life. You already know what it is. Appreciate y'all locking in. Y'all know what time it is, man. Time for the good doc to go and get to getting. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out. Peace.